Well, today we have several stories and an update. Carnival is cracking down on the handicap, cracking the whip, or is it cracking the cane? We have an update on all those hidden cameras. Remember that episode? We got an update on that one. And a cruise ship is changing its itinerary because of dock damage. Let's talk about it. Carnival Cruise Line has reached out to guests booked in accessible cabins to let them know about mobility scooters, their policies on board, stating the scooters must be stored inside the stateroom and cannot be stored in the corridors or public areas at any time. So you got to keep them suckers put up, because you'll have the Carnival police coming by and they may tow your stuff. Hey, I'd hate to be on Carnival and get my scooter impounded. That wouldn't be good. Then I'd have to pay an impound fee to get it back. Nah, just kidding. On a serious note, Carnival is saying that if you can't fit this scooter in your room, you could be denied boarding the ship altogether. Denied. You're not getting on. So make sure you check with your travel agent or call Carnival direct and ask the simple question, will my scooter fit in my room? That's exactly what I would ask. Will it fit? Because I want to know before I get there, because I'm not going to get there, stand in line, and then tell me you're not getting on the ship because your scooter don't fit. No, that would be so embarrassing. So take the time, book your room, and make sure you ask that question if your scooter will fit. If not, rebook to a different room, request a refund, book another cruise, whichever works for you. But Carnival has put an email out talking about these issues. Carnival Cruise Line brand ambassador John Held even stated, we do need to try hard now not allow anyone to leave their mobility scooter outside in the guest corridors at any time. We are testing this on one of the ships as we speak, with guest sellings being sent emails with all implications and rules ahead of time. We really are going to work to make sure that for the safety of everyone on the ship, that scooters must be kept in the cabins and never in the corridors. Never in the corridors. Meaning that your scooter needs to be collapsible and it will fit in your cruise cabin. Now, two things to keep in mind. If you fail to check these issues before arriving to the port, you could be denied boarding. And also, if you have booked an accessible room for more space and you're not handicapped, you could, or most definitely will be moved to another room if they need that room for a handicapped person. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be embarrassed like that. So it's best to just book a different cabin. If you're not handicapped, leave that cabin for somebody that is, because Carnival will move you if they need that cabin. Keep that in mind. Cruise news number 2. Well, I have an update for you on the hidden cameras. Remember my last video I did? Well, the male stateroom attendant on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas has confessed to the acts and faces federal charges, and he will be detained until his trial. Now, the 34-year-old Arvin Joseph Murcell from the Philippines allegedly placed hidden cameras in a number of staterooms while moving the cameras to different cellings to film guests that met his preferences, including younger passengers. That should make anybody mad. When he's filming these younger girls and stuff like that, he needs to be put away for a very, very long time. So he even admitted to hiding under the bed in staterooms on several occasions while guests were in the showers. So I imagine he will be facing some pretty tough time on this one. So good news is he is caught. He's caught. And I hope they catch every single person that does that. I would like to take this time to ask you, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost a thing, and turn the notification bell on so it'll keep you up to date with all my new episodes and all the new cruise news. Thank you in advance. Now let's talk about cruise story number 3. Dock damage. MSC Cruises has reached out to their guests booked on MSC Seascape sailings, letting them know about an itinerary change in Jamaica. The MSC Seascape will still be visiting the island, but the port has been changed due to the dock damage, because where the poor weather come in February last month, it done a lot of damage to that dock. Now, MSC has stated in an email, due to extensive pier damage caused by a recent incident involving another cruise ship at the port of Ocho Rios, berth number 2 will be closed for restoration. Falmouth will replace this as a port of call on the same date as the originally scheduled stopover. So if you're booked on MSC Seascape, go ahead and have that in mind, that you're not going to Ocho Rios, but you will be going to Falmouth instead. Just a little change, still going to the same island, just a different port on that island. Now remember, I talked about this in one of my recent videos too, that the damage was actually caused when Carnival Magic was docked on February 6, 2024, and was stuck in rough weather that included strong swells, gusty winds, causing that ship to be banged back and forth up against the dock, causing pressure on the pier, and just banging up against it so hard that it partially collapsed. So they're repairing that dock, and hopefully the repairs won't take long and all will get back to normal down there before long, and everybody will be able to go back to Ocho Rios and enjoy that port of call. Thank you for watching the show today. I really hope you enjoyed it and found the information useful. I try to put as much out there as I can, when I can, and keep you up to date. So always remember this too. Treat that person like you'd want to be treated if you were in their shoes at that time, because you never know when it's going to be you. Have a great day and happy cruising.